At 450,000, I'll ask for 25 in the rise and make it 475 to go at 450 now at 4.5. At 450 now. At 450,000, looking for 75 in the rise at 450. First call at 450,000. Are we done? Second call at 450. Done. Finished. Third. Final call. I'm asking for 75, sir. Can I say 475? Show some strength to your competition at 450,000. At 460, we'll move along at 10 at 460,000. Give them the same courtesy, Leon, at 10 if they like. At 460 now, it's going to be at least 70 in the rise. At 460,000, the bid's here at 60. At 460,000. At 460,000, fairly been offered now at 460 in the car against you on the phone, Leon. At 460 the bid. At 460,000, once at 460, we done. At 460,000, second call at 460 the bid. Done. Finished. At 70 now, at 470,000. Year 10 still good with me, sir. If you've got it, 470 now. Got to be 80 now. At 470,000 bid there. Can't buy with one bid here today. At 470 the bid. At 470,000. Fairly been offered now at $470,000 the bid. At 470,000. Fairly been offered now. At 470 the bid. Fairly been offered once at 470. Twice.
80,
at 80, welcome sir, and best of luck at 80. At 480,000. At 480 the bid. At 480,000. 480 bids here against your buyer, Leon, on the phone, and you, sir, in the car at 80 now. At 480,000. Fresh bid in here at 480. At 480, one more to beat. 480,000. Fairly bid. I won't take 5, but I will if they bid twice at 80. Got to be 90. At 480,000. At 480 the bid. Bids here. Bids here. Opportunity with them, Leon. At 480 at 90 now, sir, round me off to 5. Now even money at that at 5. At 500,000, he beat you to the punch, so you've got to be a little bit quicker if you want to buy. At 500,000, fairly been offered. At 500 the bid. At 500,000, bid there. Opportunity with your buyer, Leon, and also you here, sir. At 510 now, at 510,000. At 510 the bid. At 510,000, we're back on the phone. At 510 now. Joel, instructions. 510,000, fairly been offered once at 510. Done.
Will you take 5, Rod?
I will take 5 for 515, the same courtesy, Leon, if you've been offered once at 510. Done.
Will you take 5, Rod?
I will take 5 for 515, the same courtesy, Leon, if you like at 515,000. We're good to go. And with a thumbs up means we're on the market and selling at 515,000. The bid's there. The title's there. At 520, welcome back, sir, at 20 now. At 520,000, this is where it counts. We're playing for keeps now at 520. At 520,000. At 520,000, we're on the market and selling at 520 the bid. At 520,000 now, fairly been offered. We play for keeps here today at 520,000. First call at 520, all done. Second call at 520,000, done, finished. Third, final call at $520,000 the bid. 25 at 525 now. At 525,000, he's ripped the opportunity back off your third. 525, you can grab it back with another 5 on top if you like. At 525. At 5 1/4 now. At 525 the bid. At 525,000, bid that 525. At 500, did you get his keys, Joel? At 525 now. At 525, we trust you, sir. At 525,000, fairly been offered. 5 1/4 on the market for the first call at 525. Done.
Rob, will you take 2,000?
I will take 527 now at 527,000. At 527,000, fairly been offered now at 527. The bid's there, back against you, sir, ma'am, at 527. Fairly been offered now. We're playing for keeps at 527,000. Can I say 30? At 30 now. I'll just ask the boss next time. At 530,000. At 530,000. Bids back there now at 530. At 530 the bid. At 530,000. Fairly been offered now at 530. Usually, sir, I'd say they've got the keys, but they've got to build first. At 530,000 now, fairly been offered. At 530, the bid's there. Opportunity for you now. At 530,000. First call at 530, all done. Second call at 530,000. Done, finished. Third, final call at 30, all done, all finished.
2,000.
At 532 now. At 532. At 532, do we take it to 35? At 532, the bid's here at 532. What do you reckon? At 532 now, need to know. At 535 and welcome back at 35. At 535 bids there. Leon, how are we going over there? They in or out? Need to know. At 535. Tell them not to take too long. We won't be here all day. At 535 the bid. At 535,000 bid there. If you've come to buy, show me now or forever hold your peace. At 535,000. First call at 535. Done. Second call at 535. Done and finished. Third. Final call. $535,000 the bid. All done. All finished. All silent and out at 535. Leon, need clear instructions now. Leon, definitely done. Thank them for their bidding. At 540,000, back with style at 540. You beat one, sir. Only one left to beat. At 540,000, the bid's there now at 540. At 540,000 now, since 45 is coming. At 540,000, fairly been offered. 540, bid there, keys there. What do you say? Should I ask her, ma'am? What do you want to do? At 540. I'll give you a moment to think about it and I'll circle back at $540,000 the bid. The bid's here at 540 now. Once at 540 on the market and selling. Second call at 540 the bid. We sell here today for the third and final call at $540,000. Playing for keeps, all done, all finished, all silent, all out at 540. What do you say? Need to know? At 540,000, haven't got all day, unfortunately. At 540,000, you've got to be decisive if you want to buy. At 540, don't show weakness to the competition. Coming quick, coming fast, coming high. At 540,000. At 540, the bid's there. The opportunity is now at 540 if you want to buy. Need to know now. At 545 and welcome back at 45. At 545,000. At 545, a little bit of indecision there, sir. An opportunity for you to take advantage of at 545. I'll give you the same advice. Come back strong, come back high, come back quick. At 545. At 545, we'll let them keep it at that. At 545, ball's in your court. Opportunity with you now. At 545,000, fairly been offered now at 545 the bid. We're on the market and selling. There's no second chances here today. At 545,000. First call at 545. All done. Second call, 545,000. Done and finished. For the third and final call at 545. All done. All finished. All silent. All out at 545. You still with me, sir? At one at 546. At 546,000. At 546,000. Got him down to $1,000 bids. At 546,000. At one. Best response to a small bid's a big one. Are you sure? At 47, no worries, at 47 now. At 547,000. At 547, straight back at you, sir, at 47 now, perhaps 50. At 547,000, fairly been off now at 547 the bid. At 547,000, bids there at 547, so's the title. If you want to let them keep it, we can. At 547 now. At 547,000, at 550 now, at 5.5. At 550,000, has he done enough now at 550? At 550,000, bid there, at 550, opportunity with you. At 551 and welcome back with one. At 551. At 551,000. At 551,000. Bid back here, sir, ma'am. At 551 the bid. At 551. How about 555? At 551,000. Fairly been offered at 551. We play for keeps. At 551,000. Bid there. Once at 551. Done. Twice at 551. Done and finished. Third, final call at $551,000 the bid. At 552. At 552. At 552,000. At 552 now. At 553. At 553,000. Wearing out my shoes here today at 553. At 553,000. At 5. They're still out, Leon? Definitely. Thank them again for their bidding at 553 and the bid's here at 553. How about 555, sir? At 553,000. 60's better. At 553,000. Fairly been offered now at 553. Bid behind. Opportunity with you in front now. At 553. At 553,000. Fairly been offered. First call at 553. Done. Second call at 553 the bid. Done and finished third. Final call at 553,000. All done, all finished, all
54.
silent and out at 54 and out at 554 at 554. At 554, 555, sir. 555 at 555 now at 555 the bid at 555 at 555,000 fairly bid off now 555 bid there at 555. We definitely done now. That's the limit. You're absolutely sure? Definitely done. Thank you very much for being here today, sir. Done on the phone, done here at 555 now. Bids here, titles here. We're on the market. We sell at 555 for the first call at 555,000. All done. Second call at 555. Done and finished. Third, final call at $555,000 the bid. Are we done? Finished? Silent and out at 555. Definitely done, sir. Definitely done. And a half at 5555. 555,500. And a half at 556, the quick retort at 56, at 556,000, at 556,000. Was that enough, sir? You're definitely done now. You've told me that once before. At 556,000, bids at 556. If you come to buy, you must be decisive now. Dig deep now if you want to buy. At 556,000. Otherwise, we'll let him keep it at 56. At 556, the bid. At 556,000, we sell at 556 once. Twice, third, final call, 556, done, finished, silent out at 556. Definitely done now, sir. I have your absolute best. I have your absolute best, sir. Not another cheeky half and top, definitely done. Thank you very much again for you being here today. We're done there at 556. Once, twice, third, final call, 556,000, all done, finished, silent, out at 556. We're selling. So, congratulations and well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata & Co auction. Go